Calamities Lesson 3, Killer Tornado. Ray Westphal saw the tornado approach the small town of Jarrell, 38 miles north of Austin, Texas. It didn't seem like much when he first noticed it, but then it got ugly. It looked about 2 inches tall at first, remembered Westphal. Then it started taking up the entire horizon. As it got closer, building tops were flying around. It was picking cars right up into the air, flinging them everywhere. Another man was driving away from the tornado in his pickup truck. Out of the window, he could see a black, swirling cloud hundreds of feet across. The cloud itself, the man said, was full of pieces of tin, plywood, boards, flying cows, corn stalks, bits of trees, everything you could imagine. Over the years, Texans have seen more than their fair share of tornadoes. In fact, Jarrell had been hit by twisters before. On May 17, 1989, a tornado ripped through the town. The storm left 1 person dead and 28 injured. It damaged or destroyed nearly 50 homes. But this tornado was worse, much worse. In fact, the tornado that struck on May 27, 1997, was one of the worst in Texas history. Westphal and the truck driver were not the only ones to see the storm coming. Weather forecasters saw it too. Radio and TV reports warned the people along the storm's path that a Force 5 tornado was headed their way. This is the highest rating a twister can get. Such a rating is extremely rare. It means that winds will reach at least 260 miles per hour. The people at Jarrell who heard the warnings tried to find a place to hide. Unfortunately, there weren't many good places. Few of the homes in Jarrell had basements or underground storm cellars. Tornadoes weave a narrow path of destruction, but within that narrow path, the devastation can be absolute. Homes on one side of the road can suffer little or no damage, while those on the other side of the road get blown away. There is no telling exactly where a tornado will hit until it's too late. People have to do what seems reasonable and then just hope for the best. With a Force 5 storm, the chances of surviving a direct hit are slim at best. The power of such a tornado is hard to imagine. It will lift houses off their foundations. It will blow cars around like toys and strip the bark off of trees. A Force 5 storm will suck the asphalt from paved roads, vegetation out of the ground, and even the hair off a cow's back. The tornado moved slowly as it approached the town from the north. It wasn't advancing more than 20 miles per hour. The sky was black as night, just boiling, said Bud Taylor, who watched the storm from the Speedway Inn. It seemed like it sat there for 10 minutes, making up its mind which way to go. Maria Ruiz thought the tornado was headed toward her trailer home. She knew that if her trailer were to be hit, she would have no chance of surviving the storm. So Ruiz took her 2 sons, Michael, age 14, John, age 15, to their family friends, the Moorings. She felt her family would be safer in that home because it was sturdier. Sadly, the tornado hit the house with its full force, killing everyone inside. As chance would have it, the storm missed the Ruiz's trailer. Fate smiled on some people. Virginia Davidson knows she was lucky to survive the wrath of the storm. I thought for sure I was going to die, and I was just hoping it would happen very fast. She had been working in the yard when she saw the tornado coming. Davidson ran inside her house, jumped into the bathtub, and pulled a blanket over her head. The storm blew her house to smithereens. It moved the bathtub several hundred feet. Although she was tossed out of the tub and badly bruised, Davidson survived. Juanita Peterson also survived by hiding in her bathroom. She huddled there with her daughter-in-law, and 2 young grandchildren. People tell you tornadoes don't take long to pass through, Peterson later said. But when you're lying in a bathtub covering 2 little babies, it seems like forever. The twister spun just west of the downtown area. It then smacked straight into the Double Creek neighborhood. This was where the tornado did its worst damage. The siren at the volunteer fire station had sounded a warning 10 minutes before the storm struck. But Double Creek is about 2 miles from the fire station. Many residents just didn't hear it. Their little neighborhood was completely destroyed. The tornado lasted 15 minutes. Then it started to rain and turn dark. Fearfully, rescue workers surveyed the damage. All we found was dead cows, dead horses, and dead people, said Dennis J. As you looked and found more and more bodies, you just said, Isn't this enough? The tornado was a real killer. It left 27 dead and destroyed 50 homes. The storm caused roughly $20 million in damages. It was like someone dropped a bomb, said LaDonna Peterson, whose house was flattened. Referring to her home, she said, "It was like a vacuum cleaner just sucked it away." Most tornadoes leave an area littered with debris. This one was different, however. It was so strong, houses were blown far away. It was as though they had simply disappeared. There was no debris, nothing was left but the bare earth. Governor George W. Bush, who rushed to the scene, summed up the storm's power. "It's hard to believe you're looking at a patch of earth where life was literally sucked out of it.